It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. And coming up in just a bit,
a lot of people, you know,
the Jazz are away from home as they take on their Western Conference rival in today's game. The Pelicans hoping for a happy ending to close out their homestand before hitting the road. And, of course, New Orleans. Anderson comes in for Anthony Davis. And Freak subbed in for Drew Holiday. The Jazz making a switch here. And so in the game for the Jazz, they've got Trevor Booker. Also Hayward out there. Exum is out there with Lyles. And it's Clark in at the shooting guard position. Hayward against Evans. 4 on the clock. Hayward passes to Lyles. Wing shot on the way. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 3 assists now in this one. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, the head coach for the Jazz gave me a few moments to catch up with him. He said a big factor in this game will be how well they limit penetration by Tyreke Evans. He said he's so unique in that he's so big and so strong and also tremendously slippery and elusive off the bounce. But we've really got to cut off his right hand and then dare him to shoot over the top. I'd rather he have a wide-open look from 18, 19 feet than a clear lane to the rim any day of the week. Kevin, the marching order, pretty clear cut.
Thank you, Doris. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Utah shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he makes the first. New Orleans making some vision here for New Orleans. Davis is checked in for Ashik. Evans comes in for Ryan Anderson. Gordon's checked in for Courtney Lee. And Freak subbed in for C.J. Watson. So on the floor for Utah. Burke's the off guard with Hayward at the 3. Then there's Trey Burke. Then there's Trevor Booker. And it's Spencer in at the center filling out the middle. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, early on in the season still, but let's take a look at where the Pelicans sit right now. 1st in fewest turnovers per game. 1st in opponent points per game. And they also rank right there in the top 10 in fast break points. I mean, this is a really good transition team. They love to operate in the open court.
And, you know, going back to their turnovers, fewest in our league, that shows you the intelligence they play with. You have to beat them. They are not going to do it for you.
To the middle, here's Davis, and it's blocked. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
They've also gotten into a nice rhythm from the three-point line early on tonight.
Pelicans leading by 3. Evans kicks to Freak. And Davis now top of the key. Feeds to Freak. From deep. Can't get it to go. And Utah the other way now. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
I mean, no stress in that one. The game almost looked like a shoot-around for them. I mean, amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. I mean, it's rare that you'd see a team get that hot away from home.
Here's Evans. Dishes it to Davis. And Hayward with a clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break. Hayward's got 9.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Right, left side. Now the feed to Gordon. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to go on Alec Burks. For New Orleans, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. The first one falls. Omer Ashi, he's checked in for Jarrell Wright. That one is no good. Utah trailing here. Now here's Burke. He had 16 points in the win against the Rockets in Houston.
And he also was a table setter in that game, Kevin. Just an amazing job with his passing. Just a joy to watch that.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's blocked. Now Freak. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Portland. And Freak's agent in attendance at the game today, Dom Pagnotti, the famous Dom Pagnotti. You might hear stories positive and negative about him, but he has a lot of big-name clients, that's for sure, Clark.
Yep, and Freak is one name in a long list for Pagnotti. Some question his motives and how he gets deals done, but that's not for you and I to debate.
No.
You certainly can't argue with his results.
Well, you know him well. You call him DP. I just call him Dom. And you hear so often about work ethic of players, but Freak has put his money where his mouth is. He built a private gym at his house so he can put time in on the court, Clark, whenever he wants to.
Yeah, that's a good step. And Freak is well known to be a workout. Well, freak is probably the best way to say it. So that shouldn't come as any surprise.
Trying his luck deep. Hayward grabs the board. Jazz trail by 5. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Trailblazers came through when they needed him to. He picked up 12 points, and part of that scoring came from beyond the arc, adding a few threes to his already impressive season total. It was a great contribution from someone who is considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
Good job as always, Doris. Thank you, guys. What was your take on his performance?
Kevin, I really felt like he left it all out on the floor. I'll say this. It was a great, hard charging effort.
Guys, when he's on, nobody's more fun to watch. And he was definitely on in that game.
Davis dishes to Freak. New Orleans moving the ball around. Outside Gordon. The 10-footer. And it's Davis with the jam.
Man, he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent MGA from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
The shot by Hayward, wide open, and a miss there on the triple. And here's Freak. Eric Gordon on the wing. Hands it from downtown. Gordon's got 4 this quarter. So we've reached the end. And now the third quarter about to get going. Group substitution here for New Orleans. Anderson, he's checked in for Ashi. Lee comes in for Tyreke Evans. Freak's checked in for Eric Gordon. And it's Watson in for Drew Holiday. The big men are Anderson and Davis. Freak is out there with Watson, and it's Lee in at the 3 spot. That's the Pelicans 5. And Dante Exum picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's the way you play defense. He saw the hop step a mile away and got in the path to disrupt it.
Watson, the pass to Freak. Lee kicks to Freak. From outside, off the mark.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, he's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
Pass to Lyles. Clark dishes to Exum. Inside, here's Lyles. Pelicans with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And then